everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Frostpunk. It's a spicy day. There ain't no doubt about that. We're gonna have some minus 60 weather coming soon. Honestly, minus 60 is like a walk in the freaking park. After the last few days we've had, that's not so bad. What happened on the last episode? Only 10 Londoners left. That's pretty solid. We also built a factory, which is not that. It's this. The factory is producing, slowly, cold homes. Surprise, surprise. You know what? I gotta keep you good for 2 days. I choose not to address this right now. I gotta... Look. I've been dealing with some serious issues with the Londoners, and I had to manage public approval ratings and stuff like that. Now I've got a mandate, and it's gonna be 4 years. I got a little bit more space to play around with. I can make people upset, and then bring them back closer to the end. The regulation, taxes, turn your heaters off, and then in November I can be like, new pub opening up on Main Street. So, what am I doing right here? Well, what's your problem? Oh, the cookhouse not functioning. That is bad. That one is one we need to turn on for sure, to turn raw food into food rations. Well, I mean, there's a couple of things. We don't need to worry about research because it's overnight. So what were we going to research? We were going to research the generator range upgrade. I think that's definitely necessary. And we need the steel for that. As much as I hate to say it, I think it's probably most important we stockpile steel for that. But now that I think about it, we might not need it because you're coming back with 129 steel. So if you'll give me a moment, I think it would be wise for us to build, it's in health of course, an infirmary. It does cost a steam core. You know what I'm thinking. Couldn't we just bulldoze 2 hospitals to make this happen? What are you? Cemetery? Probably not gonna bulldoze that. But I am like, I'm looking at it. You might be screaming right now. You might be screaming at me. NL, please God. Just build forehead? Yeah, but... Alright, we'll let that simmer for a bit. We'll let that simmer for just a little. I'm waiting... Okay, so the first big thing that's going to happen today on the episode, not in the game, is the scouts are going to return. They're going to give us a bunch of mats. We're going to send the scouts back out to this refugee area. And to be honest, I would love to welcome a greater population to the city right now. You? Yes, thank you. I would be overjoyed to offer the refugees a chance to stay here. We're building houses, and most importantly, we need labor. Like, urgently. Like yesterday. You guys are still on that 24-hour shift, huh? That's wild. I'm stoked about it because we need to stockpile coal still. But okay, what are we doing then? Now that we have so much steel, we should commit to some stuff. The first thing I would say is, you know, whatever you were planning on making, like for example, if we were planning on making a generator range upgrade, spend the steel on that so we don't forget. Following that, I do think you might look like, hold on, I want to look at a tent real quick. Tents. Tents can have 10 people, so it doesn't double our population, it just makes them warmer. So I'm thinking you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a big steel cost, don't get me wrong. And discontent will rise, but only briefly, while they rebuild their homes overnight. Something we should have done a long time ago. An act of vandalism. They wrote, "Wake up, people," in big letters on the outer wall. Very simple. Just remove the writing. I'm not out here trying to punish people for life because they, you know, wrote some graffiti. The only reason the propaganda center exists is because the Londoners were spreading lies in the first place, okay? If the Londoners were not spreading lies, we wouldn't have had to build a counter-propaganda unit, which is what I'm choosing to call it, because I run the propaganda unit. Okay, yes, look, you're not wrong, okay? There are many ill individuals right now, more than we can afford, for certain. I mean, we got 25 people. That's probably because they built their own homes overnight. Ill-advised, I would assume. But it's okay. Next step, we're going to need staff for this, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm going to build... We haven't built any kind of health-related facility in frickin' forever. So I think we're just going to build our infirmary right there. And we're going to build a steam hub right next to it. I understand the negatives of the steam hub, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the stuff that was in this area was too cold to begin with. And it's going to use more coal than I would like. Let's just call it like we see it. All sick absences. We really need this population, to be honest. That's going to be a big one. With very cold, very cold. I hate to say it, but I'm also like, you know, we could fix the cold problem by turning on heaters. But would we rather turn on the heaters at minus 50? Well, you're very cold in there, so yes, we should. Is anybody working here? Yes. You don't need it, though. Do you need it? What are you, a sawmill? Yeah, you can have it on. Okay, so we don't want to go overboard. Cold, I think I can live with. Very cold with a big workforce working there, I think is definitely not good enough. So I would agree with you on that. What the heck is this, dude? Pledge of loyalty? People will be persuaded to sign a pledge of loyalty, which will turn them into secret informers. It will provide a permanent hope bonus. I mean... Wrongdoers can now redeem themselves by agreeing to cooperate. And that raises my discontent. Excuse me, it seems like a win-win. This will turn our people against each other? Under no circumstances. Like, I mostly did it, to be honest, to just see what this is. New order. With the introduction of the new order, all who voice doubts will be treated as traitors? It seems a little far. Hope will never be a problem again. Londoners will have to renounce their views. A public execution space will be built. We don't really need to go that far. Honestly, a pledge of loyalty, the way it was written, it kind of struck me as a good thing. Definitely don't necessarily feel that way afterwards, but okay, you are only functioning during the 10-hour workday, okay? This steam hub does not need to stay on outside of the 10-hour workday. How about this one? There's very few homes here. But it should stay on. It should stay on. There's enough. I'm annoyed that we have a food problem. I feel like we should not have a food problem because we have food. I guess they're probably working and hungry. Fair enough. Mild frostbite, a citizen became gravely ill. Generator range upgrade has been researched. This is wonderful news. And I believe I just got an achievement for prosthesis. I think we have had some, yo, check that out. I think we have had some amputees re-enter the workforce, which is very exciting. It's very exciting. We're giving everybody a chance to pitch in, is one way you could look at that. 75 steel to get to the difference engine. I don't think we're gonna do it in time, especially because we're so low on steel right now. You're coming back? You're coming back with people though. How much time do we have on this? As much time as we want, I think. I would really like to research generator efficiency so we use less coal. I mean, it's gonna be minus 60. Refugees from the Frostland. 70 people will enter our city. Discontent will rise, hope will rise. Only healthy people will rise, or will come in. Everybody's welcome. Now, I know that there are problems with this. Don't get me wrong, okay? The major problem... Well, okay. It's gonna be a fun day. Let's put it that way. First off, we're maxing out workers in places where workers have not been maxed out. We just had a huge labor injection, which is wonderful, right? So everybody is gonna have a position, and we still have so much unemployment. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. We still have 10 engineers. Oh my god. Okay, so you guys, you're working. Don't get me wrong here, okay? 14 out of 15. A hunter has been assigned. 0 out of 5 are working at the charcoal kiln. There's a big lapse in judgment on my part. 3 out of 5 on this watchtower. Okay. Next step, you're not gonna like this, but this steel mill is working 24 hours now. Because we need steel to build your homes. Were it not for that, I wouldn't worry about it. But it has to be done. So, near our new steam hub, we're going to build a bunkhouse. And it's going to take some time. Willing informers. You will gain 3 informers and an engineer will be hurt, or this man is innocent, discontent will rise. This man is innocent. Discontent rises slightly. I'm unperturbed. Why unperturbed? No big deal. Sorry, you just arrived. I realized. Should have mentioned that, or should have done something about that earlier. What are you? Where are you? You're here? We can bring more people back? Please do. Please do. Having this huge burst of labor... Look, I don't want to say it can only benefit us, because obviously it's coming with certain growing pains. Refusal to work. We'll let him stay home. It's not fair, but I don't want to cause major problems, okay? There should be some obvious stuff here, like... Oh, you should now be on 24 hours. My bad. Namely, just seeing how far the heat zone spreads here. Like, we have a real issue with the amount of homeless now, without a doubt. But given time, although we have more people coming in 18 hours, little yikes. We might have to say only the healthy come in that situation, or you know what? Please go elsewhere. We can't afford to take on that kind of population this quickly. The growing pains will cause the colony to fall apart. We're gonna get them in, but it's gonna take a bit, okay? We're also, overnight, we got real coal problems, and we got real, sincere hospital-based issues, which is very, very bad when you consider the fact that this is, as far as temperatures go, pretty okay. So no matter what we were just doing, I think building bunkhouses takes precedent, to be honest. What does this mean, by the way? Do you produce heat? No, obviously not. But you might have some space next to you. I understand this road is bad, by the way. This road has always been cursed. Just trying to find a little space to fit in more bunkhouses. Like, can I fit one here? I would like to. I can't. I don't have enough steel right now. This will be very interesting. In my defense, they were also homeless before they arrived here. It's not like they arrived here And all of a sudden, I was like, I'm taking your home away. They're just in a place where homes are the norm. And yet I'm the bad guy? Is that the joke? On the man's widow? Hey, we finally fixed that road, too. So, really, this is not, I want to be clear, this is not a situation where our hospitals are bad. It's a situation, and we're going to crank this up into overdrive for now. It's a situation where people are too cold. As a result of their coldness, they're getting sick. So I really want to work this problem through, because it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. Which is probably readily apparent. Honestly, I'm like, the other steel mill, you guys, you gotta work a little harder. Then again, it is off hours. Food shouldn't be an issue right now. Hospitalization is going to be an issue. You know, I mean, what do you want me to say? It is what it is. So I'd really, I know I said this yesterday, I'd really like to research generator efficiency. It's going to cost us 75 steel, so not likely to happen, to put it politely. We're going to face over the next 2 days, when it gets minus 60, then minus 70. Things are going to be nightmarish. Make more you know what? You don't have to make any more prosthesis. But what am I mean, we need the steel. Yes, what am I doing with these engineers, though? Maybe we can just take them off for a couple days. And just assign them to places that might be relevant. You can also just use them for construction. I don't want to say that it's going to kill the campaign. But this is the first time, admittedly, through this whole freaking thing, that I'm like, it could kill the campaign. Prior to this, I've been pretty bullish. I've been like, it's not that bad. But I think we're definitely reaching the point where I'm like, this could become a sincere issue. So everything costs resources in this game, right? Hold on. Grim news. So there's been a terrible accident. Should we cover it up? Yes. 5 of our people died. It's all right. There's more where that came from. What I was gonna say, we always have to. Everything in this game is a trade-off, is what I'm trying to say. What are we trading right now? We're trading generator stress for less ill. Food for overtime work. Our people are becoming less and less committed to their work. Yes, you can have some more food. Food is a non-issue right now, even though there's some hungry people. Alright, that should solve the homeless situation for the time being. I do not enjoy the idea of our generators, and hold on, we could definitely turn off some heaters now. Not many. If I turn... No. Stay on. We can definitely... or what I was going to say is, we're always trading resources one way or the other, you know? Generator stress is a nice resource, in the sense that it doesn't cost us anything except, you know, if the meter gets too full, we lose. But we can just stop it before we get there. But it means we won't be able to use it in the future, unfortunately. I hate to do this. Only the healthy are welcome on this one. Which again means we have another homeless situation. But the thing is, if we can weather the storm here, it shouldn't be too bad. But I will admit, I'm like, now, you know what? Maybe we do want the new order. But we don't have any Londoners left anyway, because we were too slow. I don't know if we want agitators. What about a foreman, though? Just increases the efficiency of a workplace. Nothing wrong with that. Foremen can be appointed at workplaces. Guess what? You, best name, Amos Wellens. If I can figure out how to promote you, you will become the foreman of this workforce. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, my phone is charging. I was just going to say, it should be up here in the ability bar. We'll wait until tomorrow. But we definitely want the coal mine to get the benefit here. So the homeless situation has been sorted. You know what we should research if we get the chance? If we even have it available? Steam Hub range is probably advisable. But things are about to get very, very messy, I think. Once we hit this minus 60, look, let's just be honest. Things are not getting much better, but straight up, I can't afford to run the generator at level 2. At all. I'm not even sure, to be honest, that I can afford to run it at level 1. So this is gonna be... It's not gonna be a great situation, I think. I understand a lot of workplaces are like, I will not work today. I wouldn't want to either. Unfortunately, you're hospitals. So, though it uses way more coal than I would like to consider, the pub is not necessary today. The hothouse, probably something we should consider. This one won't function anyway. Maybe it will. This is going to be a hot one. We've appointed a foreman today to make the coal mine a little bit more efficient. How about this way? You doing okay over here? 26 coal an hour. I think for now we're going to leave it off here because it's a good... Oh, I'll just admit it. It's a cliffhanger. If we can manage to make it through this, I don't know. I'm looking on the horizon and I'm like... You survive minus 60. What are you rewarded with? Minus 70. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. We're working it through. And worst case scenario, we're learning a lot about our future colony and how we'd like to set it up. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for your support, your comments, your criticisms, etc., etc. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!